Hello friends, today we're coming at you with a drywall project from my hometown of Battle Lake. Customer called and said she wanted to have some holes opened up in existing walls for a business that she's gonna start. So that's what we're doing. This hole I ended up cutting and we're finishing up doing a drywall finish instead of trim. And today I'm gonna show you how to put corner bead on because I get a lot of questions about drywall and it seems to be something that everybody asks about. So this particular corner bead is going to have a paper face on it. It's going to not need screws or fasteners, and basically that paper is going to meld into the sheetrock mud. And if you can see it has little fingers, yeah, you can see it right there. And they're basically perforations in the paper and it will hold and grab onto that drywall mud and stay there. Then the metal corner bead will protect that corner and give it a nice sharp look. So we're gonna install that today. We're gonna start off with some 20-minute mud. So basically it has a hardener in it that it will set in 20 minutes. So once you mix it up, time to roll, baby. And so that's what we're gonna do. Then we can put a top coat on it and not have to wait a full day, day and a half for the stuff to dry. Let's get to it. All right, we've got our two pieces cut, and I wanted them pre-cut and measured because once I mix that 20-minute mud, it literally in 20 minutes is gonna be rock solid and you don't have much time to work with it. So get these pre-cut, and I have my little bucket of water ready. I'm gonna wet these edges down. Always want to wet the edges on paper, whether you're doing a seam or you're doing corner bead, because it will allow, the water will allow the drywall to suck it in and it'll suck the paper in and it'll really adhere really well. And so one other thing, a tip on these is cut these at an angle, not square, because sometimes you'll have overlap on the paper in the corners. Turns out to be a real pain in the ass, so you don't want to do that. And you can simply cut this stuff with a tin snips. It'll just cut right through that tin. You don't have to use a saw. You don't have to get any of that kind of complicated stuff out. Let's get to it. Okay, we're all set. These pieces are dampened down. You can kind of see they're nice and shiny, so they're water saturated. The paper's nice and saturated. Have the mud up there. Kind of looks like a stucco disaster right now, but it's gonna come into shape. And I also numbered these because one side is going to be shorter than the other. So it's like 1/8 of an inch shorter on the other side. So I have a number 2 on here. So I know that that goes on that side. Let's put them up. And there we go, friends. Those corners are on. We're going to be able to put the third coat of mud on pretty soon. That 20-minute mud will start to harden on the base layer. It'll start to pull that paper in. That top coat that I just put on is going to harden also and encapsulate it. And then we'll put a regular drywall pre-mixed on top of that. And that is going to all be able to be done in a day, and that's why we like to use that speed mud, so you don't have to wait 1, 2, 3 days in order to do a smaller piece like this. You don't want to be dragging out your tools every single time. That's where you waste time, you waste money, and the customer just really wants it done. So I hope you learned something on this video. My name is Dan, my company name is Capic Inc., and we will see you on the next one.